February winter news edition of Bravescast News. Great to see everybody back. My name is Jalissa.
And my name is Jasmine. We have a great show planned for you today, covering everything from scholastic bowl to student life, health, and our top picks in entertainment. Now on to our first story. Senior Damien Beheimer is on a roll when it comes to Scholastic Bowl. Now you might be wondering, what in the world is Scholastic Bowl? Scholastic Bowl is a Jeopardy! 5 versus 5 style game where participants must answer questions that range from popular movies to TV shows, as well as science and math questions. There are a total number of 20 toss-up questions, and if answered correctly, will be accompanied by 3 bonus questions, for a possible total of 60 questions a game. I know, right? 60 questions about math and science is always loads of fun. Anyway, back to this Einstein protege known as Damien. This guy has been on Scholastic Bowl since his freshman year, as well as being captain since his sophomore year. Only 10 participants are able to be named all-conference, and Damien was able to be one of the 10 since his sophomore year. What happened his freshman year of Scholastic Bowl? Well, let's put it this way. It's kind of impossible to be named all-conference if you didn't really get to compete. After his freshman year, Damien was recognized by junior varsity coach Jeffrey Dyke and varsity coach Kathleen McNeely. The coaches made sure to put Damien in every game. Damien hopes to compete in events similar to Scholastic Bowl, since this will be the last season he'll compete.
I guess it's going to be kind of lame not doing this next year. I hope I find some sort of outlet for all of this useless knowledge that I've built up.
It's hard to believe this will be his last season competing. Senior year is just flying by. With that in mind, senior students are counting the days left till graduation, but they are also preparing for life after high school. Students are now on crunch time, having to submit college applications and scholarship forms. For many, that might not be the specific type of plan they have in mind.
The military has always been a dream of mine. I always wanted to do it as a little girl. I never really thought of college. And even if I did think of college, the military is my priority, not only because I'm just fascinated by it, but growing up in a working middle class family, is just college funds and college tuition just seems way out of hand.
College is not everyone's number one choice, as there are other options like the military, trades, or the workforce. As a matter of fact, tuition seems to be the issue for students stalling the process for attending college. There are many resources available for students that are unfortunately often overlooked. For example, there are multiple scholarships and the free application for federal student aid, or more commonly known as FAFSA, and there is still time to apply. Students' plans after high school don't have to follow the same path of college, as they can pursue their own interests. While on the subject of college, senior Javier Covarrubias has been recently accepted to Stanford University. Stanford being one of the top Ivy League schools and ranked number 4 of best colleges in the nation based on U.S. News.
Getting accepted to Stanford is definitely an honor. After working so hard these last 4 years to kind of get where I am today, it's definitely a load off my shoulders. It was my dream school since freshman year. And after hearing so many people tell me that people from Bremen High School don't go to schools like Stanford, it's definitely a relieving feeling, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it.
After all, it's never too early to start planning for college. Committing to college can seem stressful, but always be an informed student and be prepared. Javier also plans to visit college campuses before making his final decision.
Do you check your phone every 10 minutes? If you said yes, you might be struggling with your schoolwork. Use these tips to avoid distractions. One way to get less distracted is to put your phone down and tell yourself that you can only use it when you're done with your work. Another way to stay focused is to set alarms on your phone so you can get reminded when to finish your work. Try to stay away from apps like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube so you can maintain your focus. Not to mention, these apps are also likely linked to shortening people's attention spans. An article by Kelly Wallace from CNN News shows that teens use their phones an average of 9 hours a day and spend 3.5 hours a day doing homework. So put away your phone if you want to do better in school and be successful.
In other news, don't worry about having your coffee and eggs. There was a study done by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Health, and Human Services about the average American diet. Most Americans in the United States have type 2 diabetes, so this past year they conducted a test to find the culprit. Most Americans wake up in the morning and eat unhealthy, prepackaged food. Prepackaged food contains a lot of sugar. The study also found that Americans add too much sugar to their coffee. The study found that Americans eat 10% more sugar than the recommended amount. If the body intakes too much sugar, then it could lead to type 2 diabetes. So in the morning, don't add too much sugar in your coffee. Just point and you can see what you're eating. The company SCIO is a French company aimed to make people healthy. The company invented the diet sensor. The diet sensor is a laser pointer and scans any type of food and determines the chemical makeup of the food or drink. The diet sensor laser sends the information about your food to your smartphones. It tells you how much vitamins, sugars, and many other things that make up your food item. They launched it in the early months of 2016. You can get your own diet sensor for $249. The app is free, but if you use it, there is a $10 monthly fee. You can get one at www.consumerphysics.com.
Researchers also conducted another interesting study. Did you know that the way you dress might be a reflection on your behavior and even the way you think? According to a paper from the Social, Psychological, and Personality Science, the way you feel influences the way you dress. This study shows that people who were dressed professionally were more likely to do better at taking a test, even make them feel more confident about themselves. The study also showed that people are more likely to believe and trust people that are dressed professionally, particularly those wearing a suit or a doctor lab coat. The study also showed that people who wore certain colors behaved in different ways. People who wore red were more athletic when playing sports. So next time you're going to pick out your clothes, make sure you dress for success. You know what I've heard? You can have anything you want in life if you dress for it. It's actually a quote from Edith Head, a very famous costume designer.
I agree completely. In other news, passwords are used to keep our accounts secure. But how secure is our information really? Splash Data recently released a list of the most common passwords from 2015. The results are based on over 2 million leaked passwords that were made public. This year, the number one password is 123456. The second most popular password this year is password. In the public's defense, passwords are incredibly easy to forget. When creating an account, you just type in your new password twice. Easy. Remembering it the next time you try to log in, not so easy. Looking for better ways to retain information? Psychologists recommend chunking information. Trying to memorize a grocery list of items can seem impossible. Make it easier on yourself by chunking the information into groups. This method is psychologically proven to increase the amount of information an individual can remember. Just try to remember this helpful tip.
We also have these top picks for DVDs and video games coming out in the month of February.
First up, on the 9th, we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, starring Tom Cruise and directed by Christopher McQuarrie. Here, you can follow Ethan Hunt on his latest mission to take down the Syndicate. On the 16th, we have two things coming out. First, the newest Steve Jobs movie, which was directed by David Boyle and stars Michael Fassbender, Kate Winslet, and Seth Rogen.
Make everything all right with me, son. Fix it.
Also coming out on the 16th is the fighting game Street Fighter V. The last big Street Fighter game came out 8 years ago, so you better believe PS4 and PC players are excited. Now turning over to my friend to tell you about what film you should check out this month in theaters. Hi, I'm here to tell you about a crazy, epic, hilarious, adrenaline-filled roller coaster of a ride movie. It's called Deadpool, and it comes out on the 12th. The protagonist is also very dashing, so make sure you see it. Oh, and before I forget, my buddy Ryan Reynolds wanted me to tell you about the 88th Oscars. Be sure you tune in on Sunday, February 28th to see who will win. Heck, maybe DiCaprio will win one this year. Yeah, right. Anyway, back to you in the studio.
Well, that's all the time we have for this month.
Make sure to check us out on our website at www.bdtv228.net for additional content by searching us at BDTV228.
You can also like us on Facebook by searching Bremen District Television. For Jalissa, my name is Jasmine, and we'll see you next time for the next edition of Bravescast News.
It's not a phase, Dad. Coca-Cola was just the beginning. I'm gonna be a star. You're not leaving me. I'm gonna be a star that's final. Hey, what's up, players? Y'all hiring?
there's no job openings, but you could stay and watch your show if you want.
Get happy, bro. Don't even try. I'm a Pepsi guy. So,
Just looking at words.
oh. Can I help? No! Here, put this in the showcase.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Why did you put the equipment in here?